Nice, you did a left-handed throw. When stabilized mode is on, it flies really good, and I like it. That was a rudder turn, wasn't it? A little bit of rudder? Yeah, okay.
I've been giving it full aileron and full rudder and turning it.
So this is a maiden flight for both of us, and we're both just like launched, flying, good to go. No struggles.
I like that.
Yeah. That's what you want in an airplane. Simple, easy, cheap even. The silhouette of this with that sunset looks like a real full-size, full-scale airplane, does it not?
It does. It looks really cool.
Like you're coming in for a strafing right now. Oh, well, that doesn't look scale. That's not scale. You did that on purpose.
I did. Had to ruin the moment.
I love the fact that I can get just as excited about a big, you know, $600 jet that goes 120 miles an hour and something like this, because there's reason to be excited about this. This is the brand new Eachine P-47. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the amazing, very famous now little Eachine P-51 Mustang, this thing flies exceptionally well, and you wouldn't think something so small would fly so well, but it does thanks to its onboard stabilization. Now there's a noticeable size difference between the two. The P-47 is actually almost twice the size of the P-51, and if you aren't familiar with this line, there's also a Corsair and a Trojan T-28 as well, so you really should do yourself a massive favor and pick one of these up. We'll have it linked in the description box below, but this, the P-47 is brand new, it just came out, and we're gonna do a maiden flight today and see how it stacks up compared to this. This flies perfectly right out of the box, and it comes assembled in one piece. You literally take it out of the box, you throw it in the air, and it flies. Now this had just a tiny bit of work to do because it's a little bit bigger. I had to assemble the main wing, the horizontal stabilizer, and the vertical stabilizer. It comes with screws to do this, but the screws were not big enough, so I had to hot glue it in place. I have to say, other than the wrong screw size coming with this, the assembly was very fast and easy, probably about 10 minutes or less. Let's see how it flies, because this is still a really good budget option.
Already running out of daylight. Oh, I miss my newer camera.
I really like that. I really like that.
Well, looks like it's flying fine to me.
I really like that. I'm having to hold a lot of up elevator in, so I do need to adjust the elevator push rod. But, oh man, I like how slow this flies. Is that a weird thing to say? I really like how slow it is flying. It makes it feel really scale. Look at this, look at this. I love how the speed of this is so awesome. Okay, let's get it up a little higher. And I'm still trimming up some, a lot actually. I need to do this with the push rod. But there you go guys, there, that's hands-free. That feels really good. Okay, I got it trimmed up and it's flying great. I was completely wrong about needing to add any nose weight to this or anything. That is literally hands-free after trimming it just a hair. Sounds like my throttle's slowly coming down.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
I just heard that.
So what it is my left stick keeps kind of like going back down to center. It's almost like it's spring-loaded, like from a drone or something.
It might be.
And
they have to do something with their drones that aren't selling
the leftover
anymore.
Drone radios.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll make it for an airplane. Oh my goodness. We're good, we're good. Look at that low pass.
Yeah, no one can see it, Nate. You gotta tell me when you're doing those things. We miss our new camera that's being worked on right now. Sad.
Okay guys, I'm gonna do a quick little landing and then we'll get this back in the air. I just wanna see how it lands on grass, and I think I wanna make a push rod adjustment here really fast. So let's land it. Look at that, there's a helicopter way down there. Sunset landing.
You probably can't even see it now.
Here we go, right here. Oh, stall tendencies are crazy. You don't want to go under no power with this, like at all.
Okay.
And I got to bring it in. Sorry. When you kill the throttle, watch this. Watch.
It just dies.
It just dies. There. That's where the tail heaviness comes in. Plops right down. I actually love how it sounds. Guys, we're just working out a few bugs because we're still dealing with our old camera where the new camera glitched out on us. And I think I really like flying in the silhouette sunset over here because it's really pretty. So we'll just kind of keep it over here for Abby's sake. Makes camera work a lot easier. and then I made a couple adjustments on the airplane, but there it's flying great, hands-free, is really good, and this whole time I've been flying in this stabilization mode, so you can literally fly with one hand. I'm flying this with one hand until I need to make a throttle adjustment. This is a beautiful airplane, and it is living up to the Eachine name. I'm really liking this, and I don't know, maybe it's not actually flying that slow, but to me, it just feels like slow scale looking. And that's my favorite thing about it. The flight characteristics and the tendencies are very like predictable. It doesn't feel feathery or lightweight. It just feels scale, small and scale. When I fly the P-51, I feel like it's sometimes flying a little too fast for its own good. Does that make sense? This, however, just feels right. I have to have you fly this in this video, Abby, because I think you're gonna love it. And this whole time's been bank and yank. I'm just using the right stick. I'm reminding you guys, we have 4 control surfaces. We have elevator, rudder, and aileron controls. Now I'm gonna try to kick it out of this flight stabilized mode. There's the middle mode,
Whoa,
which is basically turning off my flight stabilization like crazy, and it's not trimmed up great. So that's not so good, but it never has been good on these small flyers. They all fly great in the stabilized mode, not so great unstabilized. I want to pick up some airspeed, level that wing out, and put it in advanced mode and see if we can pull off like a roll, maybe a loop. Yeah, so it needs stabilized mode, you guys. It's extremely squirrely not in stabilized mode. In fact, it's so like messed up that when I go into advanced mode, watch this. I did not add any elevator, it just did it. And that's pretty much all it. So it's really crazy, but when it's in
some work.
Stabilized mode, it's flying again, that's hands-free. That's really good. I'm gonna land it, and I want you to get a feel for this, Abby, because it just feels like really pleasant to fly. Now, when you throttle down, it struggles. There's something funky going on, but come in pretty low throttle and you can land it okay. Nice, you did a left-handed throw. Okay, easy on the throttle. You can cut back on that throttle some. There we go. Looking good. Yeah, there is rudder. Yep, you can do a little rudder in those banks. You just don't want to go below like 20% throttle because then it flies funky. But if you maintain like, see, I told you.
That was me.
Okay.
I gave it down elevator for some reason, don't ask.
So when stabilized mode is on, it flies really good and I like it. That was a rudder turn, wasn't it? A little bit of rudder? Yeah, okay.
I've been giving it full aileron and full rudder and turning it.
So this is a maiden flight for both of us, and we're both just like launched, flying, good to go. No struggles.
I like that. Yeah.
That's what you want in an airplane. Simple, easy, cheap even. Now, some guys, whoa.
The elevator on this
It's sensitive. It's sensitive, yeah. If you push nose down.
I'm gonna try to get it lower and just like barely.
I can tell, yeah.
Gosh, you just have to
ease off on. No, I might have a little bit of a up trim in it because it does climb some, but it was diving down, so I probably have I didn't trim it perfectly, you know. This is what a maiden. This is why people enjoy maidens. What am I going to expect out of this when it gets out of the box? A maiden flight on an airplane, I think, is vitally important because...
Hey, the last Eachine little jet you did, we saved some people's.
Yes, we did.
And they fixed the issue we had. What was that, an F-16, F-15? F-15? And no one gave us credit.
Other YouTubers...
they didn't cut their wires because we had our video out first.
That's right.
And no one gave us credit.
That's fine. I don't care.
Come on, guys, though. If you learned something from us, it's okay to say I learned something from the RC Sailors. Don't let it hurt your pride too bad.
Too cringy. Too cringy. It's okay. No, actually, you're right. I mean, this is what maidens are all about. Is it going to be good, bad, a little bit ugly, something I should know what to expect? Well,
and an RC plane like this is something that someone, like this one, is something, why can't I talk? Someone could pick this up as their first plane.
Yeah, right. So on their first plane, do they want to plug the battery in and then throw it and it just nose down and, you know, the wings fall off? Right. We're telling you it'll fly great. I was coming into this thinking I'm going to need to add a little bit of nose weight. Or maybe a lot.
Yeah.
Turns out you don't, at least in stabilized mode.
If this is your first time thinking about getting an RC, something we always recommend for newcomer pilots is the Academy of Model Aeronautics, and that'll be linked down in the description box below.
It's about half the price of this airplane, and you're insured for an entire year. So that alone should be well worth the cost of admission. But then you get like awesome magazines and really cool perks. Go to events and clubs all over the country. It's really, really worth the money. And anyway, this would be a good first airplane, but I know there's a lot of people watching right now that have the Eachine P-51 or the Corsair, and they're thinking, come on guys, give us the green light. I want more of these warbirds. And so right now I'm pretty much giving you the green light. And if you want to pick it up, it's linked in the description box below, because, you know, if you use that link, it doesn't cost you a single extra penny, but you do support our channel and our family when you do use that link. So it's a really good system how YouTube has, you know, you guys are watching this for free. Abby and I take probably like 8 hours to make a video like this from start to finish. And it's a lot of work, but we enjoy it, but it has to pay off a little bit, you know, so we appreciate the support. Well, you're flying this like a pro. Oh yeah. And
you'll have to do some work for it to be able to fly in the other modes.
I agree. The silhouette of this with that sunset looks like a real full-size, full-scale airplane, does it not?
It does. It looks really cool.
Like you're coming in for a strafing right now. Oh, well, that doesn't look scale. That's not scale. You did that on purpose.
I did. Had to ruin the moment. I'll do it again.
And we always get really good flight times on these little things too. Most of the time, a small airplane like this doesn't fly very good. The bigger they are, the better they fly. But Eachine is using a great flight stabilization system. It's nowhere near as good as safe, but for this little airplane, for this cheap of an airplane ready to fly, there's a couple different versions too, guys. They have different amounts of batteries. You can save a few bucks if you just get one battery, but the batteries are so cheap, I recommend you get at least 2. And ready to fly. If I had this when I was a kid, I say this all the time, but if this existed when I was a kid, I would be so much further in the hobby than what I am now, because I used to have these Walmart pathetic airplanes that barely flew. Now they were fun and challenging to try to get them to fly, and I always did, but this just works. And I didn't have that.
Try to land it.
Okay. So landings are a little challenging because you have to come in under some power. If you zero throttle it, that tail just like drops.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a second to get used to it.
Grass without hitting a pole is gonna be the...
No, there's only like 2 poles there. You can do it.
Have you ever met me?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know me?
You got this. Man, I'm really liking this P-47. Are we gonna do a full flight on this? Because the flight time is insane on this thing. I'm gonna have to adjust for lighting. Oh, you got it, 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 you got it.
It's over the runway.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, you got it. There, you did. Good job. Good job.
Ready.
I was so curious if I could launch it underhanded like that. I had to try that before we end this video. Guys, this is a winner. This is an absolutely awesome winner. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna end this video watching the airplane instead of me. I wanna say a massive thanks to God for what you are looking at right now behind this airplane. That is absolutely beautiful, and I only know one dude that can make that happen. So this is super cool. And for being able to get out here on a calm evening like this and jump in front of the camera and share this moment with you. There, telemetry. We have a low battery now. That is super cool. Let's land it. I still have power, but just enough to land. Also, guys, a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because without you, that was a tough landing. Wow. Without you guys, we could not do what we do. Thank goodness this thing comes with a spare prop, but I know
Did you break it? It looks
super
fine
tough.
to me.
No, I'm just saying it comes with a spare prop, which is really cool. Most airplanes don't. And if you're interested, we'll have it linked in the description box below. Again, thank you, Patreon supporters. You are the best. We'll have another cool airplane video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.